you're back for more TTRPG discourse, and I guess also playing this.
I made a milkshake on break. This is dinner.
Okay, so couple things. First thing, milkshake, not dinner. Second of all,
absolutely dinner.
So the milkshake's your whole dinner?
No, it's just to tide me over till we're done.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. That's fine. I was worried I was about to have.
But it's not gonna be dinner by the time we're done.
I was worried I was about to have a conversation with you about nutrition.
Eating food? Yeah, my father is a chef.
Food?
Or was a chef. I'm very aware.
I had a milkshake at a meal yesterday, and I felt like I'd had 2 dinners. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not saying it can't be.
That's what I'm saying.
Substantial. I'm saying that
girl dinner. As in, I'm a girl, and it's my dinner.
Well, hey, so this is you're talking to a woman who used to have an eating disorder. All right, I can't be chill about things. All right,
yeah,
I am
tender. Yeah, I've played tender.
What do you mean, Claire? What are you talking about? There's no I used to have an eating disorder energy in tender.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in the game at all.
There is a reason I changed the religions, and it's because it's a thing that I've never had experience with.
To be clear, the religions are also a commentary on Christianity. To be very clear. But they are also extremely a commentary on eating disorder culture. Alright.
But the two are completely unrelated, and there's no way to prove it.
Yeah, there's no crossover between those two things. A religion that tells you can have nothing nice and you should starve yourself of nice things and positive feelings is in no way connected to a culture of starving yourself of literal food you need to survive. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of surviving.
This fucking guy, I tell ya.
Nice. You got this. But yeah, more tabletop discourse if you want. Now that I've distracted everybody with a milkshake.
With milkshake discourse?
Milkshake discourse. Hey, what counts as a milkshake versus a smoothie?
This is so important to me. I am a milkshake purist. I am a milkshake purist.
Here's the real milkshake discourse. I've introduced actual milkshake discourse. What's a smoothie and what's a milkshake?
So a milkshake is I'm a milkshake purist. So a milkshake is you put a flavor, milk, and ice cream together in a drink. That is a milkshake. Anything else is a smoothie.
Right. Anything else is a smoothie.
Yep.
Huh. What if you have milk and ice cream and like 5 other things?
What are the 5 other things?
Well, I guess fruit generally can be considered the flavor, but then you could add like protein powder because I'm a vegetarian and I was told that it's
and that's fair. Like, you could put other flavorings in it, but it has to have the base and the main thing has to be milk and ice cream. And it's because there has to be... I'm not saying...
Dessert element?
What?
A dessert element? To me,
there has to be a dessert
like,
element.
I'm going to a diner. Like, I'm going to a diner, I'm having a milkshake, burgers, and fries.
I think there has to be a dessert element for it to be considered a milkshake, otherwise it's a smoothie. I think that's crucial. And, I'm not...
Someone who had eaten dinner could probably think of a better counterexample than me.
God, you're so right, Ree. God, you've nailed it. In this one moment, you've nailed it.
A milkshake is when I like it, and a smoothie is when I don't.
That's exactly true. I know, a smoothie is like... I do genuinely think there's a, thing of there is a dessert component to a milkshake, and a smoothie is not that.
A smoothie is like a keep you going thing.
Smoothies keep you going thing. It's a thing that you have for breakfast when you think carbs are evil. It has bad texture. I'm
so curious because I imagine smoothie texture must be vastly varied. So
yeah,
there's a
but
specific thing you're thinking.
yeah, but I'm thinking about like that kind of grainy texture.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, fair enough. Try not to die to these guys now.
Sorry, this is not like a challenge or anything. I'm just like, what are you adding to your smoothies that makes it grainy?
A lot of the times when you add fruit, sometimes it comes up with a grainy sort of texture because of the flesh of the fruit having a grainy
Just a
texture.
difference of degree.
They're all
Fruit is
grainy
what?
though. It's just a degree difference. Fruit is what? Yeah, fruit.
I mean, I put a ton of fruit in my mouth.
Powders. You add powders, it gets a grainy texture.
Oh, sure. If you add enough powder, yeah, for sure.
I'm also like, I think I am uniquely, maybe also a hater
I'm
for
shocked
protein
that
powder.
wasn't a secret. That would have been a great secret spot. I was like, good job. Like, I was like, oh, Bree, damn, hell yeah, a secret. Wasn't a secret.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Anyways, you're being a hater.
Protein powders. I've had them before in like oatmeal. Because oatmeal is my.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah, there's like a
Sorry,
protein
I'm
added.
an oatmeal hater.
I go through phases where I eat nothing except oatmeal, for breakfast, which is normal.
Yeah? It's great for you.
Sorry.
It's great for you, as far as I understand.
Well, it has flavoring in it, you know. Like I do like the maple and brown sugar oatmeal from like, you know.
That sounds great. That sounds awesome. That sounds way better than other oatmeal.
But it's tasty, and I'll go through phases where I eat that, and I've gotten the protein one before, sometimes by accident, sometimes because my parents got it for me, and they are very normal. Man, that you can really tell it's different, is what I would say. I want to know desperately.
Yeah, I'm trying to like
there.
trying to figure out the balance of how much protein powder to add to like a milkshake, because like the first time I feel like I definitely added too much and the texture was wrong, and I was like, I've never used protein powder before, so I don't have, to be clear, I don't have the box it came in, so yeah. I can't just read the instructions, which I could just look it up online, which is too much work for just eating a food that I'm just gonna try out.
What is Enchanted Flask? When drinking a potion, Rookie gains a protective magical shield. Magic shield is not indestructible and will be destroyed if absorbed too much damage. Once destroyed, Rookie must rest in a shrine in order to restore the magical shield. That's good to know. Sorry, Claire, go ahead.
Sorry, Reese says, on a more positive note, I made a sweet potato pie today, and it was really good. I'd never made a pie crust from scratch before, and it turned out pretty good. Hell yeah! Pie crust, awesome. Once you master a pie crust, oh my god, you're unstoppable.
You can make anything.
I would always bring, like, literally, I'd always just bring a pie to parties, and people would be like, ooh, oh my god, it's pie, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, once you master making a pie crust, you truly can do anything.
Yeah, and then you can start doing like a sweet crust versus savory crust, you know, start doing like pot pies, you know.
Yeah.
The world is your pie crust, honestly. So damn, you have 1 health.
Yeah, I have 1 health. I should get back and heal. But I want to
Yeah, I was just like, this is pastry dough. I know pastry dough. Yeah. Yeah. And I like making my pie dough in a blender. Not a blender, a food processor. Which makes it so much easier.
I think I found the real boss, Claire.
I think you found the boss. And you have how much health?
I just healed.
Oh, okay, great. Ooh.
Stygianos!
Stygianos.
Shout out to the person who organizes a lot of stuff in the local Pokemon Go community that I'm in, Stygian.
Stygianos.
Shout out Stygian.
Okay.
That's my random fucking shout out. I feel like I'm crushing this motherfucker. I feel like I'm
Yeah, it's a very slow boss.
This is a very slow boss. That other guy was way harder. Ow. Never mind.
Oh.
Spoke too soon.
Not a lot of cracks on this guy yet, though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take a lot to go down.
Yeah. Oh, we got... Alright. But it's even simpler than pastry dough. Also, I made red beans and rice today with good, and I don't know how to say that, andouille sausage in it.
I truly think you just have to burst this guy down a lot.
I don't know. You have 2 health left now, and I still don't see cracks.
I'm seeing a couple cracks.
Okay. I see you've... Oh god. Ugh! Oh my god. Whew!
Damn, alright.
Oh.
Not a bad first bout.
Well, not as easy as we thought, perhaps, but
I'm still
we'll
gonna
get
try
there.
and just burst him.
Brute force. Just gotta lock in.
Just gotta
yeah.
lock in.
But one thing I did, I'll embarrass myself while you're doing this. One thing that I did while making the smoothie is I have an immersion blender, and with the immersion blender comes like basically a thing to put the immersion blender into to make smoothies or drinks, or like it has like a measuring thing so you can measure things. I was in such a rush that you can see this glass. It's my like smoothie / milkshake glass. I'm very fond of it because it feels very classic. You know, if I'm drinking a smoothie or a milkshake, specifically a milkshake in this case,
Jesus.
I want to feel like I'm at a diner.
That attack is brutal.
So I need the little straw with the
that
glass.
attack is nuts.
Damn. Sorry, I looked away. I was talking about milkshakes while you're getting destroyed. You can tell how locked in you are, and it affects his health and well-being.
Exactly.
But while I was making the milkshake, I was in such a rush that I started putting everything in the glass, and then took the immersion blender down, and was like, putting the wrong thing, and was like, well, that sucks. So I was in such a rush that I forgot how to make a milkshake. So there you go. That's my embarrassing story of the day.
Fuck.
Oof.
These are a little tricky.
Yes. Ooh, I like that
attack
one.
sucks. That's the brutal attack.
Really?
Yeah. This one's not great either.
That was, yeah, fair enough.
If you're up close.
Yeah, but it's telegraphed really, really slowly. But I play games very differently. Oh my god, you're stressing me out with not healing.
Gotta find time to heal
like,
this game. This game is not
he
one
was
where you
literally
can just heal
stunned
anytime.
and you weren't healing, and I was like, breathe. This is what happens when I'm not playing the game. I've noticed this is the same thing with like driving. When I'm driving, I feel very in control. When I'm a passenger, I've just been driving for so long that I feel like I just need to stop paying attention when I'm a passenger. I'm just like, I need to not be looking, or else I'm gonna feel out of control.
It's a hard one. The roll.
Yeah, it's fair. It seems like a hard boss. It's the first, like, I
Some
guess,
of the timing,
quote-unquote,
the timing on the
boss.
rolls is hard to learn.
This is the first boss that you got like a title card on, right?
I think so. No, I got the one on the initial boss.
Oh yes, the broken
Golem.
broken golem. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I rolled. I fucking rolled and it did not register, and I'm annoyed about that.
Oof.
I think it's because I was too close to him. Okay, this one's not a good run.
You still got 5 hits potentially.
Yeah, that one was not happening.
That was a little green.
That was not... That was me mistiming dodging.
I like that ability. quality. More tabletop discourse with mostly just me and Ree while you're fighting the boss. I have found that I am mostly in circles, very, very rarely find myself outside of circles of people who really, really want narrative-focused tabletop games, and I find that that is probably a lot of why, you know, I feel like a lot of the disdain for D&D beyond just, you know, what we talked about already about how it mechanically
D&D
prioritizes
Beyond?
like optimizing what?
D&D Beyond, the platform?
I have no idea about that.
Sorry, you said D&D Beyond, which is the official
Oh.
platform for playing D&D online.
Ah, got it. No, I just meant
Jesus.
beyond
Fuck.
D&D, as in not D&D. Ouch. I feel like there is a type of player that I don't often play with that I think D&D works really well with as a table. That's not just about optimizing.
I
Like,
don't
as
play with a
players.
lot of players who are about min-maxing, is to be clear.
Oh, I don't play with anyone, but I'm just like I don't play with anyone who really like prioritizes D&D as their like number one, I would say. Maybe that's not true. Though
I play with some casual folks, is to be clear.
right, I've played with people where D&D was like the only thing they've played so far. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had people power game in a D&D game. The problem is if I ever played a D&D game, I would absolutely be power gaming. Absolutely. And I see this,
Yeah, me too.
like, now, I think I would now. I think when I started out, which is, I started out with D&D. I also started out with D&D. That was my first one. I loved it, you know, because, you know, it was the one I played. It was the one I knew. Now that I've like GM'd and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, I want the synergy. I want the synergy. I can find it. I feel like I would hate D&D more now, not just because of missing narrative, but because now it would become like extremely about like finding that perfect combo as a combat thing. Like I'm playing Fabula Ultima, and I kind of did that in that game because it's a TTRPG, which is great. But I found a way to basically there are two moves. One is Protect, which is a move that basically lets me go, I'm gonna take the damage or the hit or whatever for another player. And then there's another move called Counterattack, where if anyone rolls evens on a melee attack, you can hit them in return. So my whole thing, and this was like the beginning of the combo for me, was to just be a tank who never really attacks except when I'm protecting people and I'm counterattacking them. And I can choose when to protect, so I can wait until you know, the GM rolls an even set of numbers and then protect and then counterattack. So like those are the kind of synergies that I'm like, ooh yeah, they make my brain go burr. That I think I would be too focused on in D&D now. Oof. Anyways. Yeah, no, trying D&D last year with a friend who wanted to play it was worse than when I played it when I was young. Yeah, it's too bad. It's like when you've had like good chocolate ice cream and then you go buy President's Choice chocolate ice cream, a thing that we can all relate to, and is definitely not just an experience of mine.
Well, also, you know, President's Choice, of course, something very, very known to Americans who you're speaking to right now.
Right. Well, aren't... Yeah,
Nope.
I guess...
Nope, that's a Canadian
Okay.
one. I know it's confusing because
All
it's
right.
called President's Choice, but nope, that's Canadian.
Yeah, but they have like it's Superstore on the
No, they
West
have
Coast.
like
They have,
no name brand. Yeah, that's true.
ton.
Theirs are not called no name brand or President's Choice or
There's
whatever
one that's
the
called like
rest of it.
Tiger something. I just remember like, you know, driving across the country and every province had their like own President's Choice store that was like a different name, but it was all President's Choice.
But that's not true in America.
Yeah, that's what I see people do with Lancer. Oh, with Lancer. Oh, you know, I actually had someone over for a board game night the other night, and they were saying how they were gonna get Lancer for their birthday, because they wanted to play tabletop games with mechs, and I got to be like, hey, I have some recommendations for you, and pulled out Armor Stir, which I was very like, ooh, I can pull this out, because I was like, hey, like, do you like that sort of thing? Like, do you like spreadsheets and whatnot, which is a very specific and fun in a specific way to play, but this person was looking for narrative, and I was like, well,
yeah, Lancer's not really a narrative one.
Lancer's
I had an
not the
interesting
narrative.
experience at a party recently in which I was talking to someone about tabletop games, and they were like, oh Jesus. And I was talking about, you know, all the flaws with D&D, and they're like, yeah, totally, 100%. I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, this is like, yeah, all the problems I have with it. And they're like, yeah, totally. You should play like alternative games like Pathfinder. I was like, okay, we're in different spheres with this. Which is fair. Like, you're allowed to like Pathfinder. I'm not saying you're not allowed to like Pathfinder.
I've heard good things about Pathfinder. One of my cousins really likes Pathfinder.
Like, shout out to people who like Pathfinder. I think we're talking.
Shout out to everyone who likes Pathfinder.
Every single person. But like, I just think we're in different sort of D&D, like non-D&D type of energies.
Brie, you have to understand, we're in the D&D circle, and where you're making the game.
Yeah, that's very true.
You're not just like you're not just like taking recommendations. You're saying, oh, I can go a step further. I understand what this is trying to do. I know what I want to try to do. I know how to turn that into a system, which is what you did multiple times.
Very true. I do also. One of the
like
things though is like, as someone who, whenever I'm running D&D, I do sort of feel like I am kind of trying to make a system almost a lot of the time.
Lancer's like if you reinvented D&D from first principles, but without the Gygax of it all. Huh. Admittedly, I've only heard one like 4-hour session of a Lancer game. That's probably not true. I've heard one. It was the Friends at the Table one. So not a lot. I was exposed to Vampire Masquerade, source book Radiation at an impressionable age and never looked back at D&D after that. That's so real. Vampire of the Masquerade would totally be my shit.
I need to stop trying to get the break to happen, because sometimes they will break if you hit them enough, and I should stop trying to get that to happen and just play to not get hit.
Play defensive, yeah.
Play defensive, yes. These attacks, I don't know how the fuck to avoid those consistently.
I think that's a rotation one.
What do you mean by that?
Like if you're running in a circle around instead of like back or forth away from him.
Yeah.
Nice. Reese says, VTM is a game I have. Vampire the Masquerade is a game I do have issues with. The important thing was that it was narrative focused and that it was different. It's so
Yeah.
important to play a game that isn't D&D before becoming a D&D person.
It's
Yeah.
very true. I think playing D&D and then immediately jumping into Blades in the Dark was like really crucial for me.
Yeah, that's a big different one. Here's my take. If you're someone who played D&D, went and tried other games, and then went, you know what? I'm a D&D person. That's essentially being like, I'm gonna try out non-monogamy, and then being like, I'm a monogamous person.
I'm gonna kill you for that, Claire. I'm gonna kill you for that comparison. I am going to kill you for that comparison, Claire. As someone who tried out non-monogamy, did not like it, and hates D&D, I'm gonna kill you for that one.
That was a specific. That was specific bait for Brianna.
Yeah, no, you're attacking me. And now I've lost, Claire, and that's on you.
I know you lost. Also, yeah, I've played a lot of Lancer. There are things I like about it, but it has a lot of the same issues as D&D, with slow, grindy, swingy, crunchy combat, and essentially not mechanizing anything else meaningfully at all. Yeah.
Sometimes I think about the moment where my life could have gone in two very different directions in terms of tabletop game, which is,
Oh no.
So I was playing D&D that someone was running for me, right? It was a very like bog standard D&D. We were playing it in the Skyrim setting. It was fun. I was having fun playing a character. It was very, very standard D&D in many ways. And it was pretty fun. And then I was like, I was listening to Friends at the Table, and I wanted to try some other stuff. And I remember I was like, because Austin used to do those drawing map streams where he would like answer questions sometimes.
Yeah.
And I submitted a question where I was like, hey, can you run a different system without having like is there gonna be an issue if I try to run a different system without having played it first? And he was like, someone's gotta do it, go do it. And then I ran Blades in the Dark.
Sorry, reiterate. I think I'm confused about the question.
I was like, hey, if you've never played a specific system, are you gonna fuck it up if you try to run it without having played it?
Right.
Like an alternative
Which is now
system.
kind of what we do, you and I.
Right. But that was what made me feel comfortable running Blades.
Yeah. Yeah, also, I've played a lot of Lancer. There are things I like about it. Oh, sorry, I read that one over. Someone in your play group has to be the GM.
Which is exactly,
it's so unfortunate. I met someone who prefers being the GM to the player recently. And I will say, as someone who kind of got pigeonholed into being the GM, for every reason, the GM is always the GM. No one else would do it. I was like, oh, you're a rare breed of like
Claire,
person who would rather be the GM.
Do you think I would rather be the player than be the GM?
Would you rather be the GM?
Yes, always.
Wow.
I have fun being the player. Being the player is like a break. But if you ask me if I had full choice, what would be my bread and butter? GMing. Every time. Every time. Now, if the options are GM in a pre-existing setting I don't get to create, and being a player, I'm choosing being a player every time. I never want to GM in a setting where I didn't make the setting.
100%.
But if I get to world build, I want to GM every time.
Also, GM is just a different kind of player. Absolutely, yeah.
But you do a lot of more work though, especially like.
What? Oh yeah, the GM, absolutely.
As GM, you do a lot more work, especially if you are talking D&D terms. Oh my God,
Oh sure. Oof. I would rather be the GM in a lot of stuff, but it depends on the game. Yeah, I think for me, I just hadn't been a player. Like, we had taken a lot of breaks, and it had been a while. It had been at least like a year or a bit, which I realize is not that long since I'd been a player. But getting to be a player again. That's true. You haven't been shooting.
So I forget that I can reload from hitting him.
Yeah. That is very.
I'm gonna make sure to shoot him more.
Death's Door. I'm seeing more and more of the influence. Sorry, I know I keep saying that, but
It's fine. It just means nothing to me.
I know. I think I'm mostly saying it for anyone else, and also myself.
Is there a game?
And also, if you like this game, go play Death's Door. Like later.
If you like this game,
like,
also go
really
play this game. That is kind of the point of the Salty Spotlight.
Oh, I'm talking to you. But yes, if you like this game, you should go play this game. But I think if I had to pick one or the other exclusively, I think I would pick GM.
Yeah.
But in this moment, I so rarely get to be a player. Like, we're starting up a thing where I get to be a player again. And now I'm a player in another campaign. And I'm like, ooh, now I get to be a player. And I revel in, like, getting to, like, make maps and, like, write up lore and make my little freaks and whatnot.
I think there's often...
About everything.
Sorry, I was gonna say something, which I think there's often like commentary people do that says that when you are a common or forever GM, you make a different sort of character than a lot of other people do. Do you think that's true, Claire?
Yes. I see that in Brennan's characters whenever he's a player. It's very funny. I had the most fun in Vampire the Masquerade as a GM. I think I prefer to GM Blades, but I don't think I want to GM Lancer again. But I'd be fine with playing it if I don't have to be the hacker because no one else in the party wanted to again. There you go.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I was sort of curious about like which games you prefer to GM versus be player in.
If it's D&D, hands down, I would rather be a player.
Sorry?
If it's D&D, I want to be a player. I don't want.
I think often about my first time being a player, like playing D&D, and how fun it was to just try to like break everything. Which I'm sure you can relate to, Claire, given everything I know about you.
Yo! Full health! What?
Well, no, I was not at full health.
Let's go.
Claire, I was not at full health. It just healed.
Oh, you just healed? I see. Anyways, fucking let's go.
I did not expect him to die that quickly. I was like, okay, and then I'm gonna refresh my reload, and then I'm gonna go back and do those things. And man, that was pretty good.
When you lock in.
As a journey begins, it's easy for one to stray or lose their way. Not so for Yuridara, the priestess of the shrines. Hey, Yuridara. None know the path ahead as well as she does, the bearer of the mark of the journey.
Hell yeah.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
players don't have to play as much D&D.
Yes. Players kind of get to just kind of do nothing. Play D&D. Not do nothing. That's not fair. But it's a lot easier to be a player than a GM in D&D.
I will say, once you're a GM and you're a player again, the campaign I'm in, most of us are GMs who are players, and so like there is a lot of like
it's also play culture.
I find that I like doing extra things. Sorry?
About like players in D&D not having to do as much, also being a play culture thing. That's true. It's also something the game incentivizes very much. Go ahead and say what you're saying, Claire.
Oh, you should read the thing.
Oh, the Western ruins, once just a beautiful sight, became the key to a grander scheme. As the doors to the title stronghold were closed due to the cultist uprise, the only key to unlock the gates lies in front of these words. Alright, I did it.
Oh yeah. What I was gonna say is, like, once you've been a GM and you're a player, there feels like there can be more done, and I'm pretty confident I can say this about both you and Ree, where it's like, at least for me, I really like writing little fanfics about about the setting, where it's like, this is just for me.
I love coming
like
up with lore.
planning out.
Yeah.
You love coming up with lore. Yeah, coming up with backstory about the character. Backstory always feels deeper.
Oh, I thought these were maybe not gonna attack me. Because they were just standing there!
Yeah, they didn't see you. Oh yeah, there sure is that. A D&D play culture really does think the GM is in charge in a way that really doesn't
This
have
is
to
one
be
of the
true.
problems I have with Matt Mercer, actually, is that I think he is not responsible with the fact that he is very much in charge. I don't think he makes always responsible decisions, and I think sometimes his decisions are baked
Oh.
in misogyny. I think you can see this especially earlier on. You can see that he treats some of the players at the table differently in terms of the leeway he gives them based on their gender. Especially Marisha, he is particularly harsh on. Because, especially at the start, he, I think, did not want it to be perceived that she was getting special treatment because she was the GM's girlfriend. Anyway, this is a thing that I think is really easy to get into when you are a D&D GM, is being not careful in that way, you know?
Oh, Ree is saying, also as a player, I like to kind of support the GM by giving other players things to bounce off of to keep them engaged, trying to play off of what the GM is doing, etc., which is because I've done so much GMing.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Like, when I'm playing a character, like, the character I'm playing in the campaign where everyone's kind of been a GM is an extremely, like, I don't want to be with other people character. And, like, early on, I played a character like that. It was very... There wasn't a lot of reason for my character to hang around. Now that I've GM'd, it's like, oh, I can find a reason. I'll invent a reason why I'm in the party. Like why my character is here. Because it's just like that's the hook, right? I want to engage with the hook. I want to be like, yes, this is what my character's like. But I'm not gonna run off. Like I made this character for the story for a reason.
Yeah, totally. 100%. I like the trinket. Trinket I have now. Should we call it here?
Maybe you do a little bit more shopping. I see you have 900.
I kind of bought everything I want. These are just trinkets, and I don't have that many trinkets. But I should,
wow. Yeah.
Maybe I should talk to her again.
The person, yeah.
Is an old probing grounds built by the mark keepers of old. For the uninvited, passing through it was the only way to reach the abyssal woods. Remarkably, its gates have opened once more after a countless number of years. Even though a long time has passed, I know that its defenses still hold. Only a fool would dare go through it. You are new here. Tread carefully, or you will get yourself killed.
Been killed many times.
Wow. If I were to tell you every secret of this island, we would be here. There's much more for you to discover out there.
Okay, so she's done talking to me. What about...
To imagine we would find a haven like
oh,
this
I guess I
I
freed you from the cage. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Mind and body can catch a break from the madness out there. I'm grateful you're untouched by the sickness, Rookie. I'm in no condition to fight, but I'll make sure I'll supply everything you need. Well, of course there's a price. What kind of pirate do you take me for?
Yes, good.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Big hook.
Oh, I wish I'd seen this before. Oh, I wish I'd seen this before. I would have saved on all this shit. Oh, sad.
Now you have more reason to get more money.
Yeah, I guess I'm re-equipping my thingy. I'll grab an extra trinket slot. That way I can re-equip my money thing. Should I do this to upgrade the firearm? Yeah, that's probably more useful in the immediate. Available once you have 6 trinkets. I see. So some of those are locked behind. Nope, fuck. Wrong thing. Okay, I think I can still afford the weapon part. No, I just barely can't. Hang on.
Oof.
Dory, I got this. I know how to deal with this. I know how to deal with this particular issue.
Uh-huh. All right, there you go.
Alright, Beatrice, give me that shit.
I still think I had warned the captain. We shouldn't have boarded that day. Captain Ramsey knew about the risks. He knew exactly what he was getting us all into. He definitely knew it. Well, could it be possible that by any reason the captain would want to see us all dead? That is completely unthinkable. Yet, here we are. What must have been on his mind? Where the hell is that wretched man? You seem to be doing all right,
I want the money.
That wretch.
The stuff.
Happy to serve, rookie. I'll be here if you need.
Beatrice's Brazilian Portuguese actress is Triz Perizotto. I only have the Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese actors, so. Don't know who the English VA is.
It's one thing to hear of our crew's plight. Another
But I like
to
the
lose
English
such
VA.
good souls.
Yeah.
He was shot before we were shipwrecked. That's a dark twist in our tale. Sinister forces are at play here, beyond our understanding. But let's not get tangled in old mysteries now. Our priority remains clear. We've got crew out there, some still alive. Find them. Oi, rookie! Good to see you're still in one piece. Surviving this accursed land is no small feat. Having Beatrice back here with us is a stroke of hope. You've done well in finding her. She's the best navigator I've ever seen. If we're ever to leave, she'll be the one guiding us to safety.
How do I upgrade my weapon? I have these weapon parts. But how do I upgrade them? Do I need weapon chunks also?
You might need to save somebody first. That seems to be the thing
As
that's
I
slowly
suspect,
unlocking.
we were sailing through charted waters. This island was not meant to be here. Beatrice is too skilled to miss a landmass like this. She blames herself, but it's not her fault. She warned the captain against sailing in such stormy seas. It was captain's orders. We all have to follow them.
So
Someone charmed the captain, I think.
Something like that. Is there any way for me to get up there? Is there some? Because I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. Where the next area would be. I'd like to find.
Did you
out
unlock
for
a
you.
power at all?
Just the gun. Is gun a power?
Yeah, I mean, gun would let you unlock some puzzle areas. Because now you can shoot at a distance. But you were doing that already.
Yeah.
And you can't shoot that. It wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, always worth a try.
Always worth a try. Oh, have you gone this way?
I've not gone this way. Brace yourself for the journey unfolds. Ahead lies testing grounds through which only the truly deserving can get through. The grounds of the title stronghold keep the unworthy away.
Oh, okay.
So this is definitely the next area, I'm pretty sure. Based on what?
Yeah.
she said.
You want to take a
Okay,
look? Because it might be like training grounds.
It's a good call.
Oh.
For the shadows of the cultist loom, the title stronghold was built by the hands of the Mark Keepers, yet as the Civil War ignited, its gates were sealed and hopes denied. The key to unsealing them lies in the western ruins. So I can't...
Oh yeah, this is totally the next.
This is totally the next
Yeah.
area, because you can see the things I can
Yeah.
shoot with my gun. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
We
Awesome.
will go ahead. I'm going to go back
Save.
and heal up and try to... I think you save by doing that.
You save when you heal, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go save, heal, etc.
Oh. I didn't notice the ghost marks on the ground.
Yeah.
I've been so preoccupied by staring at everything else. Anyways,
Alright. Well, that was a
That was our
fun
tabletop.
first one. We got through an area, we did a boss. Classic gaming.
yes. Classic gaming, doing a boss. You did really well on that boss, Bree. It
Thanks,
was, it was really fun.
Thanks. Not next week. We're not playing. We're not doing next week.
I guess not. I mean,
We're not
I'm
doing
not
next
doing
week.
anything that day.
I am.
the next week being December 25th. So,
Yep, and the week after
yeah.
that being January 1st. So
Which again, I'm gonna just be chilling at home after New Year's Eve, so I could, but it sounds like we're gonna be taking a little hiatus.
I suspect this is going to be a little bit of a hiatus moment. I think we'll pop back January 8th. Should be good.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so we'll be
Well,
back in a few
thanks
weeks.
for gaming. Thanks for chatting.
Thanks for gaming, folks.
Thanks for gaming. You all did really well at the game today.
You all did really good at the game.
The game, which you of course didn't know you were playing, was TTRPG Discourse,
And Milkshake Discourse.
and Milkshake Discourse, and Ban Your Friends. So that's sort of what we've. Yeah, you're all such good gamers. Have a good evening, everyone. Have good holidays, whatever they may be. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. All the other ones also. Happy holidays. Enjoy.
Bye.
Enjoy. Goodbye. And remember, yo ho, yar har.